awesome, aren't you? Don't you want to do the right thing?
As far as I'm concerned, that's whatever's right for me. Well, are you finally ready to listen? Answer me, Mayor.
Be ready.
How can you blame a peon like me? We don't get paid enough for this! This world revolves around money.
Faster!
I had no idea Mari-san went through something like this. Think later, act now. We have something. Can anybody stop him? The defense of the nearby shadow is on its way up. Be tactical.
Not yet.
Joker, your defense is reduced. Let me help.
Take this!
Bingo. That's just now perfection. That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves for ya. Smart enough. Now let's finish our nuclear attack.
What a mean woman you are!
He's attacking the shield too. Watch out, everyone.
Strike!
Did I get that one? Guns won't leave a mark. Try using something else. It's a Joker.
Let's go!
Joker, your defense is reduced. Riddle him with gun attack.
Let's go! You're mine!
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit his weakness.
That's Joker for you!
It's over.
This is it!
You're guilty too! Right there! Same time, the still needs your approval!
This guy's atrocious. Putting all the blame on the bear. We're here to set Mari-san right. Listening to thoughts like you is a waste of our precious time. But we're everyone do your best. Get over this. Do this.
I'm going too!
No worries. I'm
Out of the way!
I can do
I'm going too!
like this. Wicked follow-up, Sophie! Not in yet. Say your prayers! Say goodbye! Bring some help, Sophie!
Brilliant, Sophie!
Still making change anything! The death of a so tragic!
Hey, watch your health! You're getting wrecked out here! Here! How about this? Here! How about this? Yeah! Let's go together! Nothing first powerful, but it's weak to blood attack! Give up divine punishment! This is our chance! Nope, too fast for us, Sophie! Go! Let us wait no seconds! This is your chance! It's showtime! Showtime! Maximum power! That was awesome, Sophie! Keep it going!
Hey, I like that!
Support my other self! Zoro, show your might! Just a rat mob. Easy victory ahead! Sophie's stamina is running low. She needs to recharge. Use it! There! Witness my resolve! Zoro! Tagging out! Leave it to me! Listen! You know what to do! Get ready! Say goodbye! Not bad, right? You're up!
Yeah. Take this!
Getting weaker! Come on, everyone! Prepare yourself! I will cleave right through your shield!
What's that? Here!
Whoa! You may put that knee that way? Oh, that was amazing! I got it! Here I go! Oh, that was awesome, Sophie!
Looking rad out there!
Let's go together! It's all you!
Alright!
Fair warning! This one's gonna be rough!
Okay.
Getting stronger, Joker! Wow, that's all of them. We can get into the throne room now.
Who were those guys? They were arguing with the mayor just now.
One was a city employee. The other must have been a councilman. Someone higher up on the ladder. Anyway, it seems this employee accepted an illegal donation from the contractor who ended up building the sculpture.
Payment for landing them the job. In other words, bribery. We don't know if the sculpture collapsed due to a structural issue or a general lack of care. The result is still the same.
Either way, the councilman was in the know. Not only that, he tried using a fatal accident to take Mayor Hyodo's position. Something along those lines. Unforgivable. Everything makes sense now. Hyodo overheard this conversation by chance and found out the truth about the accident. Not only was it someone from the city, but even her own staff had blackmailed her.
It's messed up. These greedy assholes only wanted money and power.
Now I have a better understanding of what Hyodo must be thinking. When she found out those around her were immoral, she became determined to purge the corruption above all else.
That's why she's overworking her staff and trying to push her ethics bill through. And on top of it, she's trying to manipulate the people into re-electing her. Mari-san. Well, no matter what the reason, the birdcage is finally open. Let's head back to the hideout and discuss the specifics of the calling card.
So what do we do for the calling card?
Maybe we shouldn't go overboard with it. I don't really see her as a bad person.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No, the guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Was it not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture? And they deserve the most punishment.
You guys sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
So you were here all along.
Whoa, why the hostility? You guys forgot about me, didn't you? Why would you not get in contact with me?
Well, now that you mention it...
Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
All right then. Maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
Okay, we're sorry.
Forget it. So what's our situation? Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyodo became a monarch. That would explain your debate as to who was the worst of them all.
What's your take on it, Gramps?
My take is you kids are naive.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyodo was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic, I agree. But what is she doing in response? Isn't it just as wrong to change people's hearts and manipulate them?
That may be true, but...
Furthermore, that accident was her responsibility, being that she's the top of command. Regardless of who did what, a real leader takes the fall.
But even so...
It may be a bitter pill to swallow, especially for a group of justice-loving kids operating outside the law, but the real world isn't so cut and dry. And the longer you keep up this hero charade, the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
Tankiji, that's terrible! Take it back!
Sorry. Might have overstepped my boundaries.
No, I can understand your line of reasoning. You're saying that the world isn't neatly divided into good and evil. But that won't stop us from fighting. If we give up now, then the people who are counting on us won't have any hope left.
We help people in a way no one else can. That's why the Phantom Thieves exist.
I understand you all take this very seriously. Then tell me, either way the cards fall, you're not letting Hyodo get away with what she's doing, are you?
Correct. We're going to stop her.
Haru...
What Mari-san is doing is forcing her warped intentions onto other people. And we can't let that happen, no matter what the reason.
Right. We're the Phantom Thieves, and we fight for what we believe in. Yes, we're gonna stop Hyodo. But we'll do it in a way that's true to us.
I have no objections. It's decided then.
Thank you.
So how will we send the calling card?
Maybe we could send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
What are we, a catering service? If anything, it should be ramen.
Might be better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time. There's no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't see it. I wonder if we can send it somewhere on her campaign route. Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
No. Not again. Seriously?
Thanks in advance, Gramps.
Now hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Consider it a favor, then.
Yeah, for being such a meanie earlier.
Shouldn't you own up to it?
There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
You little weasels. All right, fine. Fine. I'll post the damn calling card.
We really do appreciate it.
How'd I let them twist my arm like this? Whatever. If we're really doing this, it'll be early in the morning. Don't be late.
Hey.
What should we make?
You're going to cook? Sure, that sounds great.
Phew.
That was pretty good.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Yeah!
Yes. call you out so late. Thanks for being here. I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind, and my memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much? I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together. And the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away. And I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san. Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. And of course I started crying. Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it? I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality. I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank for that. It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago. Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
Hey. Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know. Really? I guess even real people have trouble empathizing from time to time. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise as pure as snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo!
What is that?
A calling card?
Whoa, it's real.
What's going on?
Let's go. We need to change Mari-san's heart.
We've arrived. And with that, let's keep moving.
Oh, this is...
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and... What?
Silence, you whelp!
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san? What on earth happened to her? I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You had best not get in my way. Oh, I'm almost there. A few more votes and I'll win re-election.
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one.
I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Ah! You shut your impudent mouths! I've done nothing wrong! I will wring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground! I'll silence all charlatans who betray me! And I will consume every last vote in the city! Whether these people agree with me or not, only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me!
Good job, Muir. You tell her.
Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves are about to take them back.
Honestly, they're all in my way! This is the last straw! You've made me so very hungry. It's dinner time, and the main course is you!
Mari-san, what you're doing is wrong. So we'll be taking those desires back.
Shut your eye will consume all who oppose me! I'll gobble you up!
Whoa, what's with all the food?
Now's not the time to stuff your face. Here she comes!
You're mine.
It looks like she's weak to Earth attack. Get busy, Joker.
Let's go. Rabbit step.
This should help.
Keep it going. Joker got in a follow-up attack, and Octopus boosted.
Persona!
Gotta exploit those weaknesses. That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves for ya.
Persona! Let's go.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse.
Little morsels? Why have you? I'm standing in my way!
You're mine.
I'm going
Power gets stronger. Doesn't look good, guys.
Persona!
We'll crush it!
That fully consumed your rage. Everyone, keep your guard up. Your mind is unstable. You feel massive damage from simultaneous attacks.
See ya! Hey, get it, they have it coming!
Come! Ravage them!
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness!
There, okay. This one, there.
That's the way, Joker! Joker got in a follow-up attack!
Persona! You're mine!
Alright, time to power it up!
Thank you, Oracle! Out of attack too.
Got it!
It's powerful! You can exploit its weakness with psychokinesis!
Take this!
Water still connect! That was great, Joker!
Alright! Let's go! Give it time! We'll go!
Say your plan! She just eats
That one to me!
Somebody help! Knocking her down should force her to spit him out! Aim for the body! Joker fell back. You gotta pack him up quick! Hey, watch him out! You're getting wrecked out there!
Okay! There!
I'm so grateful.
Come on!
That's not...
There we go! There we go! Okay! There we go!
I want to change up your approach!
Boom!
It's immune to electricity, plus it's real strong! Watch your back!
Get lost! You sicken me!
You either eat or be eaten!
Please stop, Marisa! I know you're still working down! It's freezing! Why is there a blizzard in here? I was able to hack the heater to the northwest! Don't turn it on before we all freeze!
Okay, there we go! There we go! Okay, there! Okay!
Lesson?
Joker's down! We can do this! Fair warning! This one's gonna be rough!
I'm good! Persona! There!
Way to go, Skull!
Not here!
Joker fell back! You gotta pack him up quick! Defense up! Go kick some butt out there! Uh-oh! Gotta close it up!
There we go!
Here!
Be purified!
Wizard is stuck.
Oh yeah! Payback time! You
I can do these.
Oh, that was awesome, Sophie!
Let me help.
Rad out there!
I'm so grateful.
It's on for battle! Can anybody heal her?
I'll do it. You're mine!
The spice of this delicious! Her lungs must really be something.
I'm done hacking the heater to the southeast! Head over there now! It's a strong one! Exploit its weakness to curse!
Leave that one to me!
Wizard is stuck.
Here I go! Persona!
Skull needs an explosive hit!
Sure, definitely.
Come on!
Joker fell Gotta catch it!
There!
That's quick!
There we go!
It's showtime!
Here I go! Batter up! Okay, there we go!
Sorry.
There! Okay!
Thank you.
There we go!
You saved! Keep it going! That was amazing!
Eat this!
It's immune to electricity. Plus, it's real strong. Watch your back.
Oh yeah, payback time!
You sicken me!
Sona! Direct hit, Mona. Nice.
Good stuff, Mona!
Keep an eye on Sophie's health. The end. Fair warning. It's gonna be rough. More songs? Just look.
Look out!
Cannot be! You're my fault! What kind of monster? Wait! Not yet! I won't let it end this way! I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice!
Please stop! Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san, and I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high.
Isn't that...
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haruchan. What I've done. I was... And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. I never needed this power from the start. Haruchan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san.
Happy?
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
That took us quite a while.
Haru, you were fantastic. It was only because you were all with me. But
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission. We still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal.
Can we grab something to eat first?
He has a point.
The battle's already over. But
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish?
Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
since when did we decide that? Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot. True. Though sukiyaki is served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling.
Does it even matter?
Hey, was that a smile just now? Yeah, straight from Sapporo. It's Beauty Thief's award-winning
I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
All right, Sophia. Find us the best Genghis Khan in Sapporo. Sophia?
Sorry. Okay.
Is this a joke?
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding a press conference right now.
What are you gonna do?
Hey!
I could use your assistance.
What are you gonna do?
For real?
Yes.
Dude, Wait.
Not quite.
You gotta be shitting me.
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma. Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see.
After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo. Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist? No, it's nastier than that. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, And then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed. But I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech. Not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice. Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information? Ooh, is that praise I hear? You mean I did a good job? Woohoo! Go me! Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
That's not what I was expecting.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way!
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry. I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just, I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like you lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
Hey,
Welcome. Is that all? Here you are. Is that all? Thanks thanks for come again.
We've got what? That's a poppy. Thank you. Is that all for carrier up? That's a poppy. Thank you. That's a poppy carrier up. Stop by.
Hey, that's what you're getting. Come back again.
Let's get to work.
what are you gonna do? Would you like me to drive for a while?
Don't worry about me. You just get some sleep. We've still got a long way to go.
Are you sure?
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. The RV tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
I may not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving's second nature to me at this point. It was just part of the job.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy. Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Yes, but I've only just begun.
Wouldn't really recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell. Your hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
That may be so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be. Thank you.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home. Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Well, I am already quite aware. And speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
Good question. Aw, can it? Just mind your own business. Let's just say you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to, but when you boil it down, you two are actually quite similar.
You shouldn't diss your father so badly, comparing him to me. So, Nijima, when you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
Huh? Well, in retrospect, I'm very proud. My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder and more malicious the target, the less we can actually serve them justice. Held back by superiors, held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws. The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror. Sure, like Nijima's pops. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at. I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to bother you with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already. If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now. What do?
Well, is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Come on, Ryuji! Make us laugh.
Don't tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Shit. Not now. Don't be stupid. Just answer for me.